There's an underground market of the Classic Plus scene. There's not one, not two, but three major Classic Plus servers, and none of them is delivered by Blizzard. What is Blizzard doing? Ascension WoW just dropped their Warcraft Reborn official trailer, which is going to release Friday, and it shocks me. Let's watch it together. This is crazy stuff. Oh, wow. Okay, great intro.
Azeroth, a world of danger, excitement, of hidden caves and catacombs, and endless horizons, where evil lurks beyond every ridge.
Look at those.
Strangers become allies, and where you have infinite potential to forge your story.
Now, at the first glance, the first thing I don't like, it's the newer models from retail, but apparently you can turn them off, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Welcome to Warcraft Reborn, a new type of Classic Plus that goes beyond anything you've ever imagined. Step into an Azeroth enriched with new places to adventure.
Oh my god.
Hundreds of new locations to quest and fight in. As you journey through them, you'll face deadlier creatures that will challenge you with their difficulty and reward you with new immersive spoils. Take them down to discover new strength, both treasure hidden in the world to uncover and brand new power that can change up how you play your class. When you're strong enough, you'll
Now, spoiler, I already seen most of this video, and there's so many things that they're so easy to implement, but Blizzard hasn't, and I don't understand why. What are they doing? You'll see a lot of suggestions from the community and things that were discussed even on my channel in the past, and those guys seem to implement them so smoothly into the gameplay. This trailer has managed to get me so hyped about the game, and I don't know, I need to chill down a bit because, oh boy.
band together with allies to fight back against a savage Azeroth, taking on challenges bigger than you could overcome alone, all while playing as the iconic original 9 classes. This is your next adventure, and it starts right now.
Good intro.
Warcraft Reborn is a new type of Classic Plus, merging the familiar with something entirely new. An adventure crafted solely for the original 9 classes, Warcraft Reborn goes beyond your expectations to build on the very best of Classic Azeroth. Enter the world as a warrior, mage, rogue, hunter, shaman, warlock, priest,
The 9
paladin,
classes.
and druid with new race and class combinations. Wrath of the Lich King talents in vanilla, new spells added to each class baseline,
All right,
and
this is interesting. Crusader strike on a paladin,
even brand new
which tends to suggest that classes will be balanced. And due to the Wrath of the Lich King talent trees, this is not, well, this is kind of like the Classic Plus experience that people want. When we're talking about Classic Plus specifically, I'm not talking about purists, Classic purists that just want to do Molten Core and Blackwing Lair and so on. I'm talking about the people that played a lot of Classic vanilla and they want to experience something more. But this is not all. On top of those talents, there are other features.
talents added to the core Wrath trees to unlock playstyles you've never been able to play before in vanilla. Take your expanded class and challenge a deadlier Azeroth, where creatures are strengthened beyond anything you've experienced before. More realistic behaviors, new spells and ways to defeat you, and even deeper RPG elements that make every creature you fight dangerous and unique. Slay them to discover immersive gear drops with expanded stats that make sense with the creature you took it from, allowing you to hunt creatures wearing the gear that you want. Along the way, you'll discover thousands of hand-placed RPG items and mystic enchantments tailored to the original classes, making Azeroth rich with hidden treasure scattered across new
God.
and familiar zones,
I smell another lawsuit.
if you can find it. And that's just the beginning. Dive into a crafting overhaul that transforms professions into a meaningful part of your journey. Upgrade your crafted items with stronger materials, discover new craftables to forge, trade with other players to contribute to commerce throughout Azeroth, and so much more. Take on new quests. challenge optional hardcore trials, and band together with allies to take on dangers you couldn't face alone. Questing through iconic zones, facing down deadly creatures, and meeting allies along the way to share in the adventure. When you're strong enough, you'll dive into new dungeons, battle new and empowered endgame world bosses, challenge enhanced dungeon and raid mechanics, and wage war in new and upgraded battlegrounds and arenas. All of it is set.
Yeah, if you play right now Anniversary, you're only able to play Alterac Valley. I mean, Blizzard is so lazy that they don't even bother to increase the honor gain in Warzone Gulcher or Ratibazi. No one is queuing for them because, well, it's simpler to do Alterac Valley or increase the rewards or the reputation gains or something.
In a nostalgic Azeroth where the focus is on your journey, where you'll immerse yourself in a living, breathing world where the best parts of the adventure rise to new heights, where you'll become part of a bustling community, set off into the world to gather new power, and become strong enough to take on greater and greater challenges. This is the rebirth of a
I think this trailer got 150,000 views in one day.
Nostalgic adventure, and it all starts with choosing your class. Warcraft Reborn is a slower, more immersive journey through Azeroth, designed exclusively for the original 9 classes. Whether you're a powerful warrior charging headfirst into danger, or a tactical mage slinging spells from afar, you'll find a world filled with opportunities to tackle challenges your way. Warcraft Reborn embraces the original 9's classic roles and expands them by introducing new ways for each class to play to their strengths, while at the same time respecting their weaknesses to enhance the RPG soul of the game. First, you'll have more variety in how you shape your character with new race and class combinations. Troll Druid, Human Hunter, Dwarf Shaman, Night Elf Mage, Tauren Paladin, Blood Elf Warrior, Orc Mage, Troll Warlock, Gnome Priest, Dwarf Mage, Undead Hunter, and Undead Paladin are all available to play on Reborn.
All right.
Second, you'll harness Wrath of the Lich King talent trees in vanilla to give more complete trees to every spec in the game. This opens up...
So I think this means you're going to get more talent points. If the level cap is 60... you're probably going to get more talent points.
Styles that were never available in vanilla, like Feral Druid, Subtlety Rogue, Arcane Mage, Retribution Paladin, and Balance Druid. Not only will you have access to powerful additional talents, but you'll also be able to snag talent abilities like Blade Storm, Starfall, Deep Freeze, Explosive Shot, Titan's Grip, Killing Spree, Divine Storm, Metamorphosis, Feral Spirits, and more to play the spec you want and contend with Azeroth's new danger. But even Wrath talents are just the beginning. Reborn introduces...
Oh my god, if we have like Wrath talents and Crusader Strike, Paladin is going to be a beast, man.
Brand new talents to the baseline Wrath of the Lich King trees to open up brand new play styles and new ways to play. Charge through Azeroth as a melee-focused survival hunter, cleaving through foes alongside your bestial pet.
Wait a minute, is this actual gameplay? Is this how it's going to look? Because I'm trying to figure out if this is the UI, if they modified somehow the UI. Has anyone tried some beta? Let me know in the comments down below. Because this is...
Clear foes with Holy Light as a smite-based DPS priest, either taking down foes in a blinding flash, or taking on a hybrid DPS healer role, or storm through foes with new shaman talents, becoming either a two-handed focused DPS or
Dwarf Shaman looks cool, not gonna lie.
tank, giving you endless new possibilities to challenge Azeroth. These new playstyles expand further with new spells selectively brought to vanilla. You'll unlock a handful of new spells
looks like
for
the
your
basic
class
UI.
while you level up, giving you new tools to challenge a deadlier Azeroth.
Frostfire Bolt, oh wow.
Like Quick Shot, vanilla versions of TBC and Wrath spells like Crusader Strike, Heroic Throw, and Cloak of Shadows, support classic specializations, and unlock new ways to play. Everything comes together to enhance the OG classes and prepare you to challenge a massively expanded Azeroth. But as you set out on your adventure into the wider world, what can you hope to find?
I don't know, tell us.
Exploring Azeroth is one of the best parts of your adventure. Setting off into the world, stumbling on something new that you didn't expect, and tackling it in whatever way your class is good at is one of the thrills of the adventure. Even better if you get some treasure out of it. On Warcraft Reborn,
Can I check that?
from the very better if you get some
Fanatic Blade? Wait, what?
one of the thrills of the adventure. Even
Oh, wow.
better if you get some treasure out of it. On Warcraft Reborn, from the very beginning of your journey, you'll discover hundreds of new places waiting for you to explore. These new locations begin with expanded starting zones and continue to introduce new places all throughout Azeroth. They're handcrafted to fit within the classic world, expanding the places you can adventure while also adding new lore and stories to it. You might discover a group of soldiers from Darkshire building a new encampment along Duskwood's northern border, or a band of mercenaries getting into trouble in the heart of the wetlands. When you stumble upon these interesting new places, you might find helpful merchants to trade with, dangerous enemies to challenge, and even brand new treasure to claim. While you journey, you'll discover new quests that take you to different points of interest, leading you to places that have never even existed before. These quests are immersive and fit within the vanilla setting, offering interesting bits of lore and new goals to achieve. Some quests even award custom items with new visuals that you can wield to carve your legend. Some of Azeroth's more curious citizens
Can I see those items?
wield to carve your
Can't pause
award
it.
custom items with new visuals that you can wield to carve.
Okay, that's a one-hand sword for level 36 with 2.7 speed. Yeah, it's pretty good. There are better out there from quests. So it's not kind of like game-breaking. This is gonna be in a Stranglethorn, probably, Gurubashi Arena.
Your legend. Some of Azeroth's more curious citizens might even offer you unusual challenges, rewarding you for completing their strange games. You might have to face off against a brute to prove that you're a warrior worth your salt, or dodge rampaging Kodo to show off your skills as a hunter. You'll even stumble upon dangerous, brand new rare creatures to contend with. These stronger creatures have their own unique spells and abilities. Some are even their own mini-bosses, and each one drops brand new treasure, equipment, and perhaps even new power. These expanded locations breathe new life into the world, putting a sense of adventure back into Azeroth. But be careful as you travel off the beaten path to find them. Azeroth isn't as forgiving as you remember it, and as you encounter your travels, you'll be facing off against completely redesigned foes. When you step into Azeroth, you choose a role that suits you, whether that's a powerful warrior, an agile rogue, or a mystical mage. When you choose that role, you expect it to impact your strengths and weaknesses out in the world. A warrior might shine fighting foes in melee combat, but have less tools to deal with enemies at range, whereas a rogue has the adaptability and tools to deal with different targets by changing up their strategy. These strengths and weaknesses make your decisions matter, but for them to mean something, you need to encounter a vast world filled with thousands of different creatures to challenge. And on Warcraft Reborn, you will. Warcraft Reborn completely redesigns all of Azeroth's creatures from the ground up with unique, fitting stats based.
Oh, look at that set, boys. Quick question. Why is this trailer, released by a private server, better at explaining almost anything that Blizzard release? We're only 11 minutes in. This is a 34-minute trailer.
on what they look like. From your very first kobold to the Scarlet Paladins of Tyr's Hand, every single creature in Azeroth has been hand-tuned with unique stats like additional armor, attack power, dodge, haste.
This is great because some spots to farm will be better for some classes and worse for other classes. Oh, this sounds interesting. So there's not gonna be so much competition on one single spot. Oh, we get haste. Let's go.
Armor penetration, spell penetration, spell damage, critical strike, parry, block, and expertise, as well as unique vulnerabilities and resistances to different types of magic. They also are now actually wearing equipment that influences their behavior. Just like for you, a dagger will mean a faster attack speed and likely additional agility for the creature using it, whereas a giant two-handed sword means additional strength and attack power. Everything has been hand-tuned to make every single creature in Azeroth a unique, distinct challenge, and you can predict what kind of challenge just by looking at them. For example, a Defias bandit with a dagger and leather armor will have a higher attack speed and dodge chance than a Scarlet Crusader. The Crusader might not be able to dodge you, but with their plate armor and shield, they will have the ability to block and parry your attacks. A cultist casting shadow magic will naturally be weak to holy spells, taking extra damage if you strike them with this magic. Similarly, a fire elemental will take reduced damage from fire spells, but a lot more damage from frost spells. To take advantage of this, you might weave in a few frost bolts when fighting it to deal additional damage, or equip spell penetration gear to overcome its resistance.
Wait.
Damage, or equip
South Sea Dress. Spell penetration, spell power, hit rating, and PvP power. Okay.
Spell penetration gear to overcome its resistance. This means that you have the chance to make decisions that maximize your effectiveness. With a whole world of new creatures behaving in different ways, you will have a wide variety of encounters to engage with and adapt to. For example, that fast-attacking bandit enemy...
Guys, please, I don't want to see comments with Blizzard, please copy this.
...might not mean much if you're playing a warrior, whose armor and blood-crazed talent actually benefit against the fast...
Or hire the developers.
...weak attacks and critical strikes. But that same bandit might be devastating to a mage player, because the fast attacks mean constant spell pushback, making it harder to cast your spells. From a different perspective, a block tank will be more effective at mitigating damage from fast attacking foes, since shield block reduces a flat amount of damage per hit. Meanwhile, a bear tank might be better suited for taking slower, harder hits because of their savage defense. This creates a dynamic, dangerous world where your choices in combat matter, and where different classes have unique strengths in different situations. It's not just about who deals the most damage or who has the most armor. It's about using your tools to best overcome the unique obstacle in front of you.
The interesting stuff is about to come, guys.
Shine in different moments. This results in a diverse meta that changes on every encounter and every pull. The RPG creature overhaul transforms Azeroth's monsters so that what you see on an enemy now directly translates to gameplay. What they look like, what they're wearing, and what abilities they use. And on Warcraft Reborn, when you take them down, you'll find yourself with new, immersive loot.
This is interesting here.
On Warcraft Reborn, the world is alive with foes worth fighting, and each one carries the gear that makes them dangerous. Gear that you can take for yourself. As you challenge deadlier RPG creatures, you'll find that they don't just have new stats. They're wearing gear that reflects those stats. And if you take them down, you can loot it. From that kobold's pickaxe to that ogre's giant axe, to robes from a wizard or a tabard from that knight.
Look at this, such simple idea, man. Look at that.
Giant axe to robes from a wizard or a
tabards. Classic needed more tabards. Rare to obtain or something. But this adds more flavor to the game. And specifically the part where you can loot that wizard with a Dalaran robe and stuff like that. That sounds amazing. It's such a simple change.
From that night, on Warcraft Reborn, all creatures have a chance to physically drop the gear they're wearing when slain, complete with all the new RPG stats that they have thanks to the RPG creature overhaul. This is in addition to their regular classic loot, giving you an all-new way to gear up. This means that creature loot on Reborn is immersive. You're not just getting...
Oh, wait a minute. It's a level 27 axe. Is that from Redridge? 28.8 damage per second. So it's not as good as the one from Razafran Kroll, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good though. For a level 27. BOE. Oh.
Treasure from a pool of random loot. You're getting contextual, meaningful treasure based on what you decide to hunt. This makes gearing up exciting and engaging because you can seek out and kill creatures wearing the stuff that you want. Take down a cool tier in Marine to become one. Finding loot with stats like take down a...
This is Peo, man. Oh boy. Well, the stats suck, but still. I think it's gonna be fun. Like whenever you play in an evening, go to Cool Tiras and farm for a couple of hours just to get the whole set. It doesn't even matter if you exchange it in 5 levels. You look at it and you look at yourself, okay, I look nice. Maybe you can get a tabard as well. Most likely you can probably get a tabard too. And that you can use it at level 60. But probably it's a very low drop chance or something.
Cool tier in Marine to become one. Finding loot with stats like strength, block, or additional armor. Or slay a wizard to loot its robes and gain spell power. And maybe even a staff with spell haste. You can even take down creatures wearing unique pieces of equipment to get it.
Look at that tabard.
Grab exciting new gear that's
yes.
never been available before. Even bosses.
I wish the drop chances on those tabards would be low though. If by any chance, I don't want to see everyone with them.
Drop their equipped gear.
But look at this. In Shadowfang Keep. He drops the items that he wear, man. Look at that helmet. And them shoulders. Well, they would look better on an orc or a human with bigger shoulders, but still.
Which you can get not just to gain stats, but to actually look like that boss. I'm Dark Master Ganling now. Azeroth is filled with warriors, wizards, monsters, ogres, ghouls, beasts, and bandits.
Was that Shrek?
Now, each of these creatures has unique stats, strengths, and weaknesses, and each one drops gear that reflects what they're good at, enhancing what Classic is all about. On Warcraft Reborn,
this is interesting.
Azeroth is filled with incredible new locations, new events to challenge, and dangerous enemies to confront. But when you feel the urge to just set off on an adventure and explore someplace interesting, will your curiosity be rewarded? What can you hope to find while wandering expanded Azeroth as the original 9 classes? Worldforged items are lootable RPG objects scattered across the open world that you can find while exploring. From shimmering trinkets to forgotten potions, helmets, necklaces, rings, and even weapons. Worldforged items ensure that the whole world is filled with incredible treasures to discover. As early as level 1, you'll start finding these items scattered across Azeroth.
Oh, the shoulders.
You'll start
it's a level 43 shoulder.
Finding these items scattered across Azeroth. Hand-placed in interesting thematic locations that add depth and dimension to the world.
Ooh.
At the bottom of a cavern, inside that cathedral, or off on a secluded island.
I don't know, but this sounds like interesting. Just walk on a map, because you're probably not going to have the resources and find something glowing on the ground and loot it and be a good item for you.
Might lie an awesome new item for you.
This is like an idol. Alright. Spell power by 12 for level 51. Your rejuvenation ticks have a chance to sprout a lesser bloom on a nearby ally, restoring a small amount of health over 6 seconds. 12 spell power.
To discover. These items range from uncommon to epic. And
all right. Well, it has low speed. I guess for a hunter would be great. Attack power, agility, and also you have a use with 45 seconds cooldown. It's only, oh, you have to put it into a macro then. Oh, wow.
Exciting, unique effects that give you new ways to challenge Azeroth.
Dagger for spell power. Ooh, level 56.
You might find a ring that has a chance to fear enemies who strike you.
Oh.
Or a shield that shocks
But
foes.
listen, I think you can upgrade those. Not sure exactly what you need to do to upgrade them, but probably a lot of grind, I would assume.
Ring that has a chance to fear enemies who strike you. Or a shield that shocks foes for extra nature damage. Additionally, many of these items have a wide variety of stats that have never been available before at early levels.
A level 7 trinket with hit rating by 2 and increases your stealth detection. Okay.
Find armor penetration, spell penetration, haste, and more
as you
scout.
That one.
Find armor penetration, spell penetration.
Shadow damage, level 31 wand. Spell power critical. Oh. Cursed scepter. Nice.
Penetration, haste, and more as you scour Azeroth for Worldforged items. With over 1,800 to find, you're sure to stumble on something amazing no matter where you choose to explore.
Isn't that a bit too much, 1,800 items?
Finding them is only the beginning. Worldforged items can also grow with you.
Is this a feature taken from retail?
Which you'll get from completing
Let me know in the
quests,
comments.
taking down bosses, winning battlegrounds, and more. You can upgrade Worldforged items in major cities by speaking to the Guardian of Time and trading both the base item.
All right. So you go from a blue one to an epic one and you need 37,000 something. Then you move to a better one, all the way until the last one where you need 127,000 something. Wonder how do you farm those?
And the right amount of runes. You can reforge the items into stronger versions.
They have PvE and PvP power.
Worldforged items make it so that no matter where you adventure, you've got a chance to find something exciting. They're not just scattered about randomly. They've been hand-placed to reward your curiosity and add to Azeroth's immersive world. Seek them out as you continue on your journey. But items aren't the only things you'll discover on your adventure.
Mystic enchantments. I had the same idea for a Classic Plus. Blizzard allowing you to take some of the old items from dungeons. Not necessarily from dungeons. Some of the iconic items, such as Carrot on a Stick, and be able to do a quest line and upgrade it to probably blue, increasing the speed to epic, increasing the speed further, and maybe to legendary Carrot on a Stick, where you don't get days on your mount anymore or something like that. Things like Iron Foe or Fell Striker or Dark Master Gambling stuff, you should be able, or the blade from Drakisat, what was the name? The Blade of Shazam. You can add a quest line into the dungeons where people can come back and farm for some items and some quests in order to upgrade a bit their items. Not make them better than raid gear, obviously, but to have more content. That's the idea, to add more content.
Hidden across Azeroth's open world, dropped from monsters, and located inside powerful runes are mystic enchantments. Powerful augmentations that expand your spells and strengths. Some enchantments teach you new spells. Others support the talents that you choose.
Ooh.
And some still change up the entire way you play. On Warcraft Reborn, every mystic enchantment is hand-built for the original 9 classes. There are 4 types of enchantments.
Are those glyphs? Those are glyphs, right?
Artifact enchantments grant you a...
They even have glyph name. Okay. So you can use 3 epic, 1 legendary, a couple of rare ones.
Single unique utility spell designed to expand the ways that you can help yourself and allies. Massive visibility for mages, smoke bomb for rogues, and avatar for warriors are just a few of the many artifact enchantments that you'll find for each class. Meanwhile, legendary enchantments are powerful signature enhancements that define your strengths. Some enhance your preferred way to play. Mastery enchantments like Affliction or Protection Mastery provide a passive boost for your entire spec, giving your favorite classic playstyle the strength to contend with a deadlier Azeroth. Other legendary enchantments grant you a new signature spell designed to empower and complement your chosen build.
Does this feel like classic or more like retail? That's what I'm trying to... There are some really cool features, but it seems like maybe it's a bit too much. On top of the Wrath of the Lich King talent trees, you get those enhancements, glyphs.
Cremation, Colossus Smash, or Void Eruption are a few examples. Others still completely reshape your role and unlock a new playstyle. Gladiator Stance lets warriors DPS with a sword and shield.
Gladiator
Tracker
Stance.
Deadly Bite unlocks a new melee-focused build for hunters. Earthen Guardian helps transform shamans into powerful tanks. Some classes can even obtain a tamed pet through their legendary enchantment, adopting a new friend to join you on the adventure. Epic enchantments help you make targeted adjustments to your character, teaching you new spells, changing how others work, or placing specific power in places you find most meaningful. Using epic enchantments, you'll augment yourself to excel in certain situations, standing out from other members of your class. Spells like Crackling Thunder for warriors.
Man, so they've been working on this for a while. They've been working on this probably for years at this point. When they talk about 1,800 new items, when they talk about every class redesigned from the bottom up, about enhancements thingies, they were working on this even before Season of Discovery, probably.
Light at the end of the tunnel for priests and Earthen Spike for shamans are found here. Rare enchantments give you pinpointed versatility, either offering you glyphs or access to...
So you have Ignite. But don't you have Ignite already in the talents? Glyph of Fireball.
Crucial talents from other trees, things like Ignite, Enrage, or Aim Shot. Since Warcraft Reborn uses Wrath of the Lich King talent trees, you can go deeper into your spec than you could in Original Classic. Rare enchantments let you pick up key crossover talents without giving up depth in your main tree. You can find mystic enchantments scattered throughout Azeroth.
So I think you're not gonna have like, you can choose only one tree.
Discover them in the open world, trade for them by bartering with mysterious merchants, win them by overcoming brand new events and challenges, or loot them from the enemies you slay. Enemies who use specific spells can drop enchantments for that spell when you slay them. So kill Fireball.
Reduces the casting time of Fireball by 5%, but removes the damage over time effect. Okay, so probably you can equip multiple ones.
Using Wizards for Fireball-related enchantments, and Bandits for Backstab or Sinister Strike enchantments. Additionally, your class trainer sells all of your rare enchantments directly.
1,000 something. Now, this is the question. What are those 1,000? Do you buy them from the shop? Or do you farm them in game? What are those 1,000 ascension points, or what are those? This is kind of interesting.
When you find an enchantment, it will appear as a scroll in your inventory. Consume the scroll to imbue it to yourself and gain its effects. You'll unlock more enchantment slots as you level up. Using a Mystic Altar, a mysterious object dropped by players or found in specific locations throughout the open world, you can permanently save an enchantment to your realm-wide collection, letting you access it on any current or future character that you create on the realm. This means that if you find an enchantment for a different class while you're adventuring out in the open world, you can get it and extract it to your collection.
Oh, so he got the mystic. So as a rogue, he dropped the frozen orb. So basically, you can farm for alt. So if you have a main, you can farm all of them. And then whenever you play an alt, you just equip them.
Make a new character and dive straight into an exciting new way to play.
Okay, that's nice.
Mystic enchantments allow you to choose your own.
That's one of the things that I kind of like got tired about Classic. Like having to farm the same things over and over again. Same mounts on multiple characters. Same reputation. Same spells. Same thingies.
Strengths, differentiating you from other members of your class and creating unique opportunities where you
and don't get me wrong, that's an experience of itself. Like I played that for 20 freaking years. It's just like it's getting to a point where I don't want to do it anymore.
Be legendary. You might
on multiple
find
characters
ways to team up with other heroes that complement your strengths, taking on greater challenges together. As you scour the open world for new dangers and immersive new items,
boys.
You'll eventually need to return to base, whether to train new skills, sell old equipment, or even craft new items. Returning to town offers you the chance to take stock and prepare for your next expedition. One way to do this is through professions. On Warcraft Reborn, professions get an overhaul to stand on par with Worldforged items and immersive gear drops as a true means of progression, letting you craft the arms and armor that can aid you on your adventure. To start, you can upgrade your crafted gear multiple times with new upgrade kits.
That's beautiful, man. Such a simple addition.
Which let you improve your crafted items with higher level materials.
Just get slightly better.
When you take the time and resources to forge something incredible, upgrade kits make sure it's worth it, letting you make it.
Oops. It's not a lot of improvement, but it's there. And you use extra materials, which is going to drive the economy better.
Stronger to aid you longer. Second, the gear you forge has a little more bite to it to better contend with the stronger world and deadlier creatures you'll face. Every piece of gear you...
It does make sense. If the world is stronger, if the mobs are behaving differently, if everything is a bit harder, more difficult, it does make sense to have professions and to be able to upgrade some of your gear as you go.
Craft receives an additional random affix, gaining additional stats to better suit your playstyle. These bonuses, like of the eagle or of the bear, or even new affixes like of expert strikes or of rending, place new stats on your crafted gear, expanding its versatility so that you can forge the set that's right for you. Third, crafting and gathering items awards experience, so that when you harvest an herb, mine some more, brew a potion, or forge a weapon, you'll get experience points.
It does make sense, though. If you spend, like, I don't know, to make the Robe of Power in Classic, 3, 4, 5 hours to farm all the materials, you should be rewarded with some XP, though. And if you gather a lot of things, you should get some XP. You don't have to get a lot. Not as you would grind or you would do quests.
Based on the difficulty of the item. This integrates professions with your journey so that they feel like a
200 XP for crafting a potion. That's not too bad.
Natural part of the process.
Oh, imagine you're going to be able to level 1 to 60 just by crafting. But that's interesting, though, because you're going to buy materials from the auction house, which is going to drive the price of the materials from the auction house high and in demand, which is going to help you make gold. So it kind of makes sense.
One that's helping you get stronger as you go. But that's just the beginning. On Warcraft Reborn, you'll discover brand new craftables like food and item enchantments. Forge belt buckles.
Add 6 strength to a belt item. Ooh.
Cape linings.
Permanently enhance a cloak to allow 10% of your mana to continue while casting. Oh my god, yes. Yes. This is it, boys. I mean, you don't know how many problems I have with mana in Classic, with my mage. All the time. And And then rogues and warriors, they just pew, 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 pew.
Or a home-cooked meal for your raid to
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
forge belt buckles, cape linings, or a home-cooked.
Okay. Oh, you get swim speed by 40%, man. That's so nice. Goulash seaweed salad. Awesome, and it's going to be probably
meal
way
for
more.
your raid to enhance your group.
You have feast, you have fish. Another big part of the economy. I wonder how will Ascension deal with bots, though.
And contribute to victory. You'll also find new item recipes out on your adventure.
Drench yourself in vampiric blood, healing 65 health every 2 seconds for over 30 seconds. 65 times 15. Wait. That's 1300, 18, 1900. Ooh. But it does require Blood of Heroes and Plague Bloom 5. But I guess we're gonna have to get them if we play that. I didn't say I'm gonna play, guys, because I can't stream it, but
expanding the ways
you
that
guys
you can
play it.
craft, trade, and interact with Azeroth's economy.
I can play it,
You'll
though.
even find brand new professions like wood cutting, which will expand the ways that you
But
can.
I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna play it. I'm just amazed and excited that some random developers can do a better job than Blizzard. And this is not only Ascension, this is like Turtle WoW at this point, Project Epoch. What's going on? I'm flabbergasted. Is that even a word?
Engage with professions and make your mark on Azeroth.
Oh boy.
Warcraft Reborn offers an incredible leveling adventure enriched with tons of new content. But leveling up is just the beginning.
Okay.
Once you're strong enough, you'll storm into an endgame that's a full-blown adventure. Gear up in overhauled dungeons and raids.
Oh my god.
Jam-packed with new mechanics.
Boss mechanics, new mechanics, stronger bosses, better loot. Does this sound like Classic Plus? I think it does.
New difficulties, and new treasure. Whether you're diving into normal, heroic, or mythic versions of your favorite dungeons, attempting ascended level raids, or even raid trials with your guild, or charging into the all-new dungeons available on Reborn, you'll collect stronger gear and refine your build with every boss you take down. Dungeons?
Wait.
Gear and refine your build with every boss.
A trinket for level 60. 15 spell power. Let me get those. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. Disabled alerts. All right. So, Sorrow of Eclipse. We have a wand with 7 spell power, 9 stamina, 7 spirit. They're not that OP though. But I mean, depends how spell power is converted here, because let's compare this trinket with Briarwood Reed, which has 29 spell power. I think spell power is different here on the way it scales, probably compared to Classic. It does make sense though.
Boss you take down. Dungeons are the best way to gear up as a 5-man group, and raids are available with anywhere between 10 to 25 players. And the more people you bring, the more loot you get. With multiple levels of difficulty, including a full vanilla Mythic Plus system with new and improved affixes, you can face off against the difficulty that's right for you, then climb through the ranks for even greater challenge.
Okay, so here we have a normal mode, the Molten Core, all the way to Ascended. So normal, heroic, mythic, Ascended. So the Arcanist robes. The spell power seems to be the same, but probably this is only for the early raids. Fire resistance, just a slight boost. You get more stats, basically. A bit more stamina. So from the basic version to the Ascended one, it's like 5 stamina, 6 intellect difference. It's not that big, though. But interesting, you get slightly better gear, so it does make you kind of want to try it or do it.
Even veteran adventurers will be kept on their toes, so dive into dungeons and raids to continue your adventure. But instanced content isn't all there is to do. On
Really?
Reborn, there's tons of reasons to venture back out
Really?
into the open world. Scour the world for mystic enchantments to unlock new spells, passives, and entirely new playstyles for you and all of your different classes. You might find something incredible for your current class, or something enticing for an alt that you just have to try. Collect mystic enchantments to discover new ways to tackle Reborn, or just fill up your collection. Befriend the various factions of Azeroth to unlock wild rewards for your main and all of your alts. On Warcraft Reborn, reputation...
Okay, so this is actually interesting. Reputation rewards being overhauled. Added new ones, modified. That's something that they should have done, like, even in normal classic on an anniversary, to be honest. At this point, it's like...
is realm-wide, so your hard work benefits all your characters.
Oh.
Challenge...
Okay, let's see.
Work benefit...
So you have a 1 here. PV power.
It's all your
And you
characters.
have a pair of a dagger with spell power here. 12 stamina, 12 intellect. That doesn't look bad, to be honest. Would I farm? Maybe.
Challenge monstrous world bosses roaming Azeroth's wilds, giving everyone a chance to get epic loot. These massive creatures require full raids of adventurers to take them down. But if you can,
Wow.
everyone who participated
Whoa,
gets a
whoa,
cash...
whoa. Wait a minute. Everyone who participates gets a cash. Look at that bow, man. That's pretty good. No, it's ascended in heroic.
of spoils. Not only will you face off against classic world bosses overhauled with new mechanics, but you might even discover new world bosses to test your mettle and the strength of your resolve. Take on new...
Did he say that everyone gets loot from the world bosses? So you're gonna get like a satchel or something, right? And you never know what's inside. Is it personalized loot? It sounds kind of like interesting, but not.
quests from the Hero's Call Board, an endgame quest board that sends you and others out into deadly locations, like the Tainted Scar or Alkaz Island. Then slay powerful creatures for caches of incredible treasure.
Wow.
This call board sends all adventurers to the same locations.
I kind of like this one because you get a farm spot from when you're geared or when you want to go with friends. Like not everyone can go there.
Meaning you might find potential friends to ally with or deadly enemies to compete against. It's a great way to find some world PvP. So swap into PvP mode in major cities and add a bit of danger to your quests.
Wow.
But for the truly bloodthirsty, honor and glory await in battlegrounds and arenas. Charge into the fight and pit yourself against other players
Arenas,
in
boys, in
savage
Classic.
combat. Wage war in classic BGs like Warsong Gulch and Arathi Basin. And look forward to brand new battlegrounds like Twin Peaks and the Temple of Kotmogu.
Whoa.
Each map is a chance to prove your might, playing to your class's strengths to outmaneuver and outsmart the enemy. If you prefer more competitive combat, arenas offer you the chance to team up with a small group for fast-paced skirmish PvP. Battle it out in 2v2 and 3v3 arenas, putting your new build and spells to the test in wild PvP combat. Of course, new maps await you.
Oh my
in
god, this
arenas
is too
too,
much to swallow.
So prove your mastery in these all new locations, no matter how you brawl.
Like if you're playing this game, this is forget everything you know about Classic. Like everything, all the zones, all the questing, all the paths, all the specs, all the classes. This is totally different. I'm not even sure if we should call this a Classic Plus at this point. But it does sound fun, to be honest. It sounds good. It sounds like something like that I would want to play from Blizzard.
You can amass honor and collect powerful PvP gear, making you stronger against other players. Warcraft Reborn features several tiers of PvP gear, so you can quickly jump into
I
the
saw
base set,
resilience there.
then wage
I don't really
war
like
to become
resilience.
even stronger. Yet for many, the thrill of Azeroth is in its open world. What if you just want to experience all the new locations, world-forged items, quests, and adventures again? On Warcraft Reborn, you can with Prestige mode.
I actually thought about this a couple of weeks ago. Resetting your character to level 1, but keeping all your items and stuff like that. And playing again with friends and so on. Oh boy.
Prestige mode lets you reset your character to level 1 so you can relive the journey and get rewards when you make it to level cap again. When you prestige, you keep everything important about your character. Your items, your bank, your professions, and gear. It just resets your level back to 1 so that you can level up again. Want to explore the open world for world-forged items or mystic enchantments you might have?
Oh.
Again. Want to explore the open world for world-forged
Level 39 offhand. A pipe. Oh wow, that looks cool. Spell power, spirit, and disorientate nearby creatures for 4 seconds. This is like a twinking item. Is there gonna be a twinking community?
items or mystic enchantments you might have missed? Feel like adventuring to a distant zone to see what new quests and locations might be there? Or maybe you just want to level up with your buddies without making a new character. Now you can with Prestige. Speak to Chromie in a capital city, reset to level 1.
Would you do that, guys? Let me know in the comments. Would you reset your character to level 1? Because I think I would. If I miss some reputation farms, if I miss some quests, another part of the zone, especially if they have so many new quests and so on. I don't know. In theory, it sounds so good, though.
And set off on your next adventure. But you don't have to level up again in the same way. If you really want to add some spice to your prestige run, try tackling a hardcore trial. Challenge modes that introduce new danger and excitement to your adventure. Hardcore trials change up how you play. Some make you level up with only 1 life. Others increase the damage you take from enemies. Some even completely change the way that you approach Azeroth, like exchanging your lungs for gills so that you can only breathe while in water, starting to drown anytime you quest on land. If you succeed, incredible rewards await you like runes, toys, and if you succeed, incredible rewards await you like runes.
Yeah, you get the runes. Oh, I think those are the runes that you upgrade your items with. Disguise yourself as a purple slime skeleton.
Runes, toys, and even cosmetics like mounts and gear sets. You can challenge hardcore trials solo or with friends, but you can only accept them right at level 1. Speak with the challenger in your zone to see all available hardcore trials. Then select the one you want, or multiple ones if you're insane. Once you and your friends all have the same trials, set off to begin your adventure. Warcraft Reborn has all sorts.
It's interesting. If you have like some sort of vortex around you whenever you're doing like a hardcore challenge, it's interesting.
Your adventure. Warcraft Reborn has all sorts of new ways to enjoy your time in Azeroth. But don't rush the adventure. On Reborn, every second is exciting. From your first few levels, all the way to Endgame and back again. Explore an Azeroth enhanced with dozens of new features, where the world is enriched with new places to explore, and where every encounter feels exciting and unique. Where you'll use new tools to overcome familiar foes, challenge empowered creatures ready to defeat you, and discover all sorts of new treasure to enhance your class like never before. Everything comes together in a new type of Classic Plus where everyone can join the adventure, meet new allies, challenge new foes, and explore Azeroth Expanded. Whether you're an Ascension veteran ready for a new adventure, a Classic player searching to recapture your love for the world, or even a brand new player who has never stepped foot into WoW before, you can join tens of thousands of other players and embark on the adventure together. This is just the beginning of the next generation of Classic Plus. Prepare yourself, adventurer. The next chapter of your legend is about to begin.
Oh, wow. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna release Friday, I think. Oh my god. This is too much to swallow. There's too much classic WoW. There's everywhere, just not at Blizzard headquarters, man. What's going on? Is it too late for Blizzard to even start making Classic Plus now? There are like thousands or hundreds of thousands of people playing on various other private servers because Blizzard is unable to deliver a high quality Classic WoW experience. But don't worry, I mean, they can. Oh my god, Blizzard is gonna go after them as well with a lawsuit. I don't even know what they can do. Deem them as a criminal organization. Invoke, I don't know which act. Holy smokes. Let me know, guys, in the comments if you're gonna play Ascension. I might try it out, but only offline because I cannot stream it. And this has been like an interesting trailer to watch. I have never seen a 34-minute trailer in my life for a game. And I watched it with joy twice. Because I'm amazed on how some people that don't have the required resources, like a big multi-billion-dollar company, to develop those, but they still do it, and they do it better than... I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. Like, I'm flabbergasted, I guess. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Until next time, stay frosty. Bye-bye.